I was walking to the market that morning, just like any other day. The air was cold, and the ground was still wet from last night's rain. The street was quiet, too quiet. Normally, I would see other women carrying baskets, men rushing to work, or boda guys waiting for customers. But today, it felt different. As I walked past the old mango tree near the road, I heard a sound. Faint. Like a cat crying. I stopped. The sound came again. A small, weak cry. I looked around. Nothing. Then I saw it. A bundle, wrapped in an old cloth, lying by the roadside near a pile of rubbish. I don't know what happened in that moment. My heart started beating fast. My legs felt weak. But I moved closer. When I pulled the cloth back, I gasped. It was a baby. A girl. She was so tiny, her skin wrinkled like she had been in the cold for too long. Her little hands moved weakly, and she let out another soft cry. I looked around again. Maybe the mother was watching from a distance, afraid to come back. Maybe someone would run up and say it was a mistake. But no one came. I bent down, picked up the baby, and held her close. She was so light, so fragile. I knew I had to take her home. At home, I wrapped her in a warm cloth and gave her some warm water with sugar. She stopped crying. Mama Pendo, my neighbor, came when she heard the baby. Kwani yumatoka wapi na mtoto? Where did you get a baby? I told her everything. She shook her head. Hai dunya aina majabu. This world has strange things. What will you do now? She asked. I didn't know. I wasn't rich. I sold vegetables in the market. But how could I take this child to the police and let her end up in an orphanage? I touched her tiny hand. She held my finger. I will keep her, I said. Mama Pendo looked at me, then nodded. Mungu atasadia. God will help. And just like that, I became a mother. I named her Zoe. Life was not easy. Taking care of Zoe was hard. She cried at night. She got sick. I had to work extra hard to buy milk and clothes. Some people in the neighborhood whispered. She can't even feed herself, now she's taking care of a child. But others helped. Mama Pendo taught me how to bathe her properly. The shopkeeper let me buy things on credit. As the years passed, Zoe grew. She was different from other children. Smart. Always asking questions. Mama, why do some people have big houses and we don't? I would laugh. Because they have more money than us. She would frown. I will have money one day. Lots of it. I would smile. Okay, let's see. If you're still watching, don't forget to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and drop your comments. What would you have done if you were in my place? By the time Zoe was 10, she was already helping me at the market. She would count money fast, talk to customers, even convince people to buy things they didn't plan for. One day, she told me, Mama, I want to sell my own things. I laughed. What will you sell? She thought for a while. Then she picked up some old beads and strings from the market and made bracelets. She sold them all in one afternoon. By the time she was 15, she was making more money than me. At 18, she told me, Mama, I want to start a business. A big one. But you need money, I said. I will find it, she answered. Zoe found a way. She got a small loan from a local women's group. She started selling clothes in town. Then she saved up and opened a small shop. The shop grew. Then she started importing clothes. By the time she was 25, she had her own fashion brand. People started talking about her. That girl who was found by the roadside. She's the one. She was interviewed on radio, then TV. She opened more businesses, started investing in real estate. And one day, someone called me and said, "Your daughter is now the richest woman in Africa." I just sat there, holding the phone, my hands shaking. Now, people call me Mama Zay. They respect me. But they don't know how many nights I cried, wondering if I had made the right choice. They don't know how many days I went without eating so that Zoe could have enough. All they see is success. But I know where it started. By the roadside. A cold morning. A small baby wrapped in a dirty cloth. And a choice. Would you have done the same? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this story. See you in the next one.